All right, we're back with J.J. McCarthy breakdown now. That was a quick turnaround, Phil. You got nothing to say?
No, I'm just trying. No, you're over there. No, it's good. So,
I mean, spit it out.
well,
Shit.
okay, I'm trying. I had to reload my thought process.
Yeah,
JJ. Hey, I got to tell the story real quick. You covered him. You saw his championship game and his playoff game at the Rose Bowl. You were there in person, so you got a good look at him.
Yeah.
And I just said when I heard he was coming out, I went, "Oh my, why is he coming out? He's going to be a 4th round pick."
Right.
And then I said, well, maybe he'll be a 3rd because they won the national championship. But I watched a lot of Michigan football this year, but I guess I never bought in. I wasn't even really watching him. I figured he was going to be in college again another year after I was watching. But as I watched him and did all this, my evaluation or whatever I thought of him, of course, it started going up.
Yeah.
And I understand they play in an offense that doesn't count all on the quarterback. And let me just tell you, this is true. It's harder to play the way he played than most of these quarterbacks in the draft.
Yeah.
Because they're in rhythm all the time. Mm-hmm. You mean we got to run the ball, coach? All right, I handed off once. But let's get back to throwing. That's really what most of the college quarterbacks are doing. Look at Jaden, everybody. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, we go down the line. Everybody. It's about throwing. So he had to keep himself in rhythm. Mm-hmm. And I thought he did a really terrific job of that all year long.
And I guess I'll go to the other side of the coin of that too. That all right, great. He played an NFL style of football in college, coached by an NFL coach, coached by a former NFL quarterback. But at the same time, there's just less repetitions of actually doing what makes great NFL quarterbacks. It's like we're not talking about Patrick Mahomes. Like, oh man, he's doing a great job of just managing the game with his 18 completions that he had. It's like no, he's doing a great job of managing the game because he was 32 of 40. Against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, know. So to me, that's where I kind of go back and forth with I see the positives, JJ, but at the same time, I still had him as my number 6 quarterback in this draft class because I just didn't see enough of those I see this and this at the NFL level the same way that the others guys do. Despite the fact that he's playing this situational type of football style, which I give him credit for, right? But the other guys displayed a more well-rounded versatility of more throws, more different types of throws.
No doubt.
One thing you said about JJ is what? He's got one speed, right?
It's got one pitch. He's Nolan Ryan. It's coming fast.
It's a bomb. It's just a rifle.
It's a laser.
He's throwing it as hard as he can.
I think you're right. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the 10 different throws. He has 4 or 5. Whatever you want to say. I'm just putting some numbers on it. But the great thing is in the NFL, practice. They don't mess around.
You're right. And the good thing for him is that he's with, at the NFL level, another former quarterback and thinks about through the position, right, or his offense through the quarterback position and does a great job of doing that. So,
that's
he's profited twice now with the environments that he's been in by being supported by people who focus on the quarterback position, which I think is always great.
All right, let's watch him rip it.
Let's do it.
Because it's just...
Good throw over the middle right there to Roman Wilson, right? Another great.
We'll stop here for a second.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. When you go to a couple games where he played, I'm going to say Iowa and Purdue.
Iowa?
Iowa?
Well, yeah. It's all right. Iowa Hawkeyes.
You making fun of the way I talk?
Hell yeah.
Son,
but yeah, go ahead.
Take
Iowa
you down to Kentucky and beat your ass. But no, that's another thing. But when he was able to throw more, together, I don't know if it ended up being 25, whatever it is, but it was like they knew they might be able to run the ball as well, or they knew they had great mismatches, and they let him go a little, and I saw more about his ability in some of those games where he was really allowed to throw and be the major part of why their offense was working.
Yeah, for sure.
So here we go. Here's a great throw. Not a great throw, just a throw over the middle with power.
Yeah, and that's where you're going to see consistently.
That's where every throw we're going to see here. Yeah. Hey, what do you like the power?
Don't give him the change. Give him the heater.
Yeah, he's going to give it a heater. How about this throw? Just whoa.
Yeah, absolute rifle down the sideline here. Beautiful throw. And this is what's kind of interesting, though, too, when you see his motion. I just want to kind of show people at home this, too, which is something that I think he's going to have to kind of be mindful of, though, too, is that, he might not be perfectly set up to throw this, and this is why, as he throws this, when he follows through, you're going to see him actually kind of go, all the way around to get through it, You see how he's kind of, going a full 360.
This is a common theme for him.
Yeah,
he's
to the left, he's always kind of cut off.
He's
too
cut off.
much.
He gets cut off going to the right. No, he's too far left in almost every throw.
Right.
So right there, you see he's off balance because of that. And he throws footballs, which I told you. You said, I hope I got some examples of it.
Yeah.
Where he's throwing to the right, and it's like
right.
he has to twist the other way to get it there. See, he's in good position right there. Well, whatever. It's just, I'm not going to overdo
I hear
this
you.
thing.
Yeah, but I know. So it's like he was cut off, right? And then he goes for the throw. He swings open. Right?
Yeah.
And then he has to kind of like time it up perfectly with just ripping it powerfully. But, this is, again, like, not everyone can make that throw. And that's going to be something that is going to be his strongest attribute at the NFL level, especially when he's throwing to guys like Justin Jefferson.
Well, it's really good. I like this play. His little foot movement in the pocket. Let's just watch him. Boom, pops his feet.
Yep.
Boom, in great position. He keeps those feet wide. He's not going to have to worry about that.
Too wide at times.
Yes, no doubt. Even there, it's too wide. But he throws this ball. This is where he wanted to throw it.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in there. He said, over the middle, took time. I'm going to throw it low to protect my receiver.
Right.
Boom, boom. Really good job of popping those feet, man.
Yeah, really good. Really
jump
good.
that rope, guys, you high school kids and whatever. Jump some rope, get those feet where you can pop around and get in position to make the throws.
This is a beautiful rep right here, and I think this kind of displays, too, like what you're talking about with just like the popping of the feet, the separation of his eyes and his body. You're going to see, like, as he kind of moves through his read, how his body and eyes kind of match each other and follow each other really well. And that's what I like about a lot of the reps that he has shown here, especially in big third down situations. He resets. All right, it's not there. Eyes go right, feet go right with him, right? Nice, smooth, loads up the back foot, turn and throw. Good follow through again, right? And a really good throw over the middle.
Oh, it was really good.
As he got through his read.
Really good, really good.
Fantastic play.
He's not too skinny either. People get away from that. Come on, what do you want these guys to weigh? 250? You're throwers. You're an artist. You don't want to limber, man. That's what it's about. Tom Brady was ahead of everybody, being limber and have a great movement with your upper body. He has it. That's why he could throw the ball full speed at 45.
Right. So receiver screen right here. He fakes a little bubble out here to the outside, right? Then he's going to reset and throw a nice football down the sideline. And this is, again, just displaying the athleticism, the ball placement, too, as he's able to reset and recalibrate and get the football out quickly and a good
Back
throw.
shoulder missile. I love it.
Yeah. Good throw. Pop, turn, go. Really good.
Really nice.
Really nice throw.
Wow, another one.
Another great throw. Good power throw again.
Yeah.
And this is, again, just like what he displays multiple times, too, of just, he doesn't try to throw it perfectly either. He just tries to rip it in there.
Well,
right?
there's less can go wrong. He's a great shot there. But the less can go wrong. He just said, to hell with it. I'm going to throw it hard.
Yeah, no doubt.
And, there's something good to that, especially in these type of throws.
Yeah, and this is the one thing, too, that, it doesn't show here because, again, this is a great throw.
Ooh,
but
look at
what
that
happens
extension.
is he's wide with his feet. His feet get a little close together, so he separates his feet. But right now, he's not, really in a great position, right, to throw this to the receiver that's on the opposite side of the field. He's a little cut off again. So he's cut off, and his answer to this is now, let me swing the left foot open, and because it's a further throw down the field, he has to step much wider probably than what he would normally do, especially because he's trying to throw it on a line.
But look how far his arm extends this time.
Right, and this is the thing.
Wow.
Really wide separated lower body.
Wow.
Arm gets long, but this goes, it just shows you the arm talent too.
Yeah.
Right, and this is kind of where too that the leg gets too wide. As you see him follow through here, even though the goalpost is here, because he's so wide, when he accelerates through, he's actually going to hyperextend his left knee just a little bit, right? And it's because he just has to get that force out there. I know you kind of catch it just a little bit because of the pole, but, when
I was watching all this, I looked it up. I said he had to be a baseball player.
Right.
He makes a lot of baseball throws.
Yeah.
Like a pitcher would. And I was wrong. He's a hockey guy.
He's a hockey guy.
Damn. I mean, I don't see the correlation there. So, good throw, though.
But, yeah, another good throw. And here, Big Ten championship game, the game that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Good job moving up in the pocket.
Yeah, overthrew it, and just go ahead and let it go.
Yeah.
Let this go. So he overthrows. I want you to see the position he gets in here. Wow, look
Yeah.
at that. Wow, but look at it from behind. Go ahead.
Right. And what are you saying wow about when you see this? Like,
Everything about it is to throw it down the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And he's doing all this, and that's what I kind of told you. He does a lot of these.
Right.
Where he's here, but he's going to throw it there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you see it from behind, I think this is one play that'll show it.
Yeah, so he's just not lined up great,
No, not
right,
at all.
to the throw and what he wants to do. And I think that overextension again of his lower half, right, is why it leads the football away from where he needs to go, right?
Well,
So
most of the time when you overextend, what? Your hip is going to go under you or whatever, and it's just going to the ball's going to go high.
yeah.
But let's just
We can already see here,
see
too.
where look where he's trying to throw it and what he is. He's throwing it to me right here,
Right.
and he's throwing it way over there. So
Yeah, like he's kind of set up to throw it more right here where it's like kind of down the middle more.
Yeah.
And he's trying to drive it out here. And because he's in this overextended position now where he's leaning forward, it really, again, it displays how strong his arm is.
Yeah.
Right, for one. But it also is the reason why he dips under the football a little bit too much here and why the ball gets away from him.
that's his one bugaboo. He dips under it. When I say that, it means your hips go forward, your shoulders tilt.
Yeah.
And then you throw, and it's going to go high.
Right.
You don't throw dip unders low. All right, let it rock and roll. Ooh. There. Even there, that's a little bit of it. He was meant to. This just shows you his talent. When he figures this out and really gets it all in the right position, man,
Yeah.
receivers, look out, because it's going to be fastball heaven.
Yeah, this was another example, too, of like, it's a great throw. It shows his power again to throw it to the sideline. But what I want him to be able to do is just stay taller in the pocket. So it's like Drake May, too up on his tippy toes, too locked out with his lower body. Sometimes I feel like JJ, too squatty, too much knee bend, to which causes him to kind of lean forward a little bit more than he wants to. He should be loaded up on his back foot and drive this to be head height. But again, you just see how strong he is on this throw.
And you don't overcoach him. Just boy, see that was like
It's
inside
awesome.
out.
Yeah,
inside out.
It's awesome.
I honestly, I'm not.
And that's what like I get excited for him because I'm like, that's awesome, and
Yeah.
it could be even better. Like that's where I get excited for him. Like it could be really game-changing type.
Kevin
of talent.
O'Connell, he was a third-round pick to the New England Patriots, but as long as he hits the target, they're not going to say much. They're going to go, "That away." Okay, they only start correcting when we know it's not working.
Yeah,
So this is pretty good.
good throw here again.
Just ripped it.
Yeah.
That was one of the just better everything.
Way to slice it.
Can't miss it.
Yep, effortless too on third down. Right.
All right.
And,
Well, that's JJ.
played a lot of, like you said, just quality football against good defenses in the Big Ten, right? Really did a good job playing tough, played situationally football, like that's very aware of like where we're at, what's the down and distance, what's the score, what does coach want me to do? And I think that's something that like really excites a lot of the people when they evaluate him and his skill set to the NFL.
Just JJ. I mean, man, he can be a star.
JJ to JJ.
JJ.
The JJ and JJ.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a couple million in commercials right there. JJ, who do you throw the ball to? JJ. All right. So,
All right. Well,
all right, it was good stuff though. But it's amazing, the lack of throws and all that. He showed enough to all these NFL people where a lot of people liked him.
Yeah.
Still got drafted high. He's going to be the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. So they were saying on TV that he'll be the day one starter probably there. Sam Darnold's pretty damn good too.
Yeah, he is.
So, and I don't know if JJ is going to be ready to be a starter week one. I don't know how much they work him. I don't know if they can give him enough work to really get him ready for an NFL game. I did it my career.
Yeah.
And, I really enjoyed standing on the sidelines. I'm like, I knew I wasn't ready.
Right.
And I'm watching the games, and it was like, oh, this is cool, okay. And then what's the word for it? You're not afraid, but your confidence goes up with every game that you watch from the sideline.
Right.
And you're like, okay, I think I'm ready to do it.
Yeah, right.
And I think that'll happen to him. It's not like they don't have a backup quarterback or guy to.
Well, the good thing is
this
he's
done.
not going from Morehead State to the NFL. He went from Michigan to the NFL. So
What are you
that
trying to
gives
say?
You know exactly what the hell I'm trying to say. But, he's played in a lot of big games.
Yeah.
Played in a lot of high-pressure type of environments, and I think that'll all serve him in the long run for his success. And, yeah, I think he'll be a little bit surprised by how good Sam Darnold is, despite what the general fan base thinks.
Well,
And I think it'll be a great thing for him to kind of, again, Sam Darnold's been through it all. Like,
Sure.
He's been through the highs and lows of the NFL probably better than anybody, in the past decade. So, I think he's going to be a great, leader for him to kind of watch and learn. And, now he's been around. He was just with Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers, learned a lot of stuff from Kyle Shanahan and those guys over there. And I think all that stuff's just going to trickle down into J.J. McCarthy's career,
I think
which is
all
great.
quarterbacks go in the NFL and they're hot stuff in the college game, and you think you got it, and then you go there and you go, damn, everybody can throw.
Yeah, right, that's right.
You just, it kind of takes a little while to get over it. Well,
Yeah.
I was first-round draft pick, but man, so-and-so can really rip it.
Yeah.
And, they'll catch up, and they
For
catch
sure.
up fast.
Yeah,
So,
and the thing
it's
I
good
think
stuff.
just, O'Connell, his ability to communicate to that position
Yeah.
is why I'm so excited for this young man too and what the future holds for him.
All right, so what do we got?
All right, that's it for JJ, and next we're going to go to Bo Nix.